Welcome back, everyone, to the Bears Profit Plays YouTube channel. Today is Tuesday, June 25th, and we are back with 6 more plays for the Tuesday night slate of game. We're going to be looking at 2 completely different series, starting with the Colorado Rockies going up against the Astros. Then the best play of the day will be between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Detroit Tigers. We have 3 player props and 3 game picks today, with the 2 best player props being at the end of the video. And as always, before you guys get any further in this video, please be sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel below. We're working our ways toward 12,000 subscribers on this channel, and you guys are a big part of that. So I appreciate everybody being here, liking the video, and subscribing to the channel. All right, guys, let's break down some ball. All right, guys, let's take a look at this graphic from Monday night. I am recording. It is 5:45 right now, 5:46. These are the plays from Monday night. Jose Ramirez just got a single, so we're looking pretty good so far on that one. Over 1.5 bases and a draw walk going up against the Orioles. We've got the Reds on the money line going up against the Pirates. Garrett Crochet over 7.5 strikeouts. That's plus 115 tonight. Then we've got 4 graphic plays. Padres team total over 5 runs scored going up against the Nats and Patrick Corbin. O'Neill Cruz over 1.5 bases going up against the righty and the Reds. Spencer Steer over 1.5 bases in the same game going up against the Pirates and Billy Falter. And then Jackson Merrill over 1.5 bases again going up against Patrick Corbin. So hopefully it looks pretty good. Hopefully it looks all green today. Looking for a 7-0 day on Monday. And I'm also looking for a 6-0 day on Tuesday night. Here's a look at the leaderboard. We took a couple losses with the Twins and JJ Bleday the other day, but the leaderboard's still looking really good. 17-6 over the last 7. Looking for the sweep tonight, though. So hopefully we get that. And we're going to start right into these games for Tuesday night. We're going to take a look at the Houston Astros going up against the Colorado Rockies. The Astros are going to be at home in this game with Hunter Brown on the mound. For them, he's been really good over the last 3 starts. And the Rockies, they're going to have Austin Gomber back on the mound for them on the road. I'm going to play the over in this game as the play. We're going to start with the numbers for Hunter Brown, who's coming into this one with a 4.72 ERA, but 10 starts ago, he had a 9.78 ERA. We have now seen him in 15 games for the Astros, and over the last 9 games, he's only given up more than 3 runs in 2 of those 7 games. The reason I like him to contribute to the over in this one is because the Rockies, they're not a bad hitting team. They're actually right in the middle of baseball and hitting the ball. They're actually a little bit above average in team batting average this season. And I do think they're going to be able to get to Hunter Brown in this game, because whenever you look at the numbers for Hunter Brown going up against the teams that he's faced over the last 10 games, there's a reason his ERA is falling down. It's almost like the Astros are purposely throwing him out against bad teams. And I know that's not possible because they don't control who they play and when they play them from the schedule. But looking at the teams that Hunter Brown has faced over the last 10 games, you can see why his ERA is going down. He's faced off against some of the worst hitting teams in baseball over the last 9 games, including the Seattle Mariners twice, the Tigers twice, the White Sox, and the Angels twice. That has helped him gain a little bit of confidence on the mound. He's been able to go 5+ innings in all of these games, giving up a minimal damage. But he's also had a few games in there sprinkled in with some teams that have been good hitting the ball this season, including the Twins and the Brewers. And those were the games he gave up 3+ runs to both of those teams. I think the Rockies will be able to do some damage going up against Hunter Brown because they're not a bad hitting team this season. The pitching is the only thing that sucks for them. And part of that pitching problem has been Austin Gomber, who's going to be back on the mound for them, coming in with a 4.36 ERA. Austin, over the last 4 games, it's been hard to watch. He's given up 3+ runs in every single game, and he's given up a total of 19 runs over the last 4. He was pitching extremely well in the month of May, and then all of a sudden in June, everything came unraveled. His only bad start before the start of June was against the Houston Astros, where he did give up 4 runs and 3 home runs on the road to Houston. I'm expecting more of the same in this game out of him. And with the 2 guys we have on the mound in this one, the over is going to hit pretty easily. I'm going to take the over 8.5 here as the play. For the player props on the screen, we're going to play both of them. I'm going to take Yordan Alvarez over 1.5 bases. I'm also going to take Ryan McMahon over 1.5 bases. We're going to start with Yordan. This is a left against left matchup, but Austin this season has struggled on both sides of the plate. Alvarez is also one of those rare cases of him having a better batting average against lefties on the same side. He has a 330 batting average against left-handed pitching this year compared to 266 on the right, and he has seen quite a bit of left-handed pitching this season. 100 at-bats already. He's still been able to turn that to a 330 batting average. I like him in this game, especially going up against a struggling Austin over the last 4 games. For the other play, it's going to be Ryan McMahon over 1.5 bases against Hunter Brown and the Astros. Ryan also does better against lefty batting average-wise, but it's not as severe as Alvarez. I like him in this game going up against Hunter because Hunter, he does struggle against both sides as well, and all the power in that bat for Ryan has come against right-handed pitching. He has a total of 31 extra base hits this season. 21 of them have come against righties this year. He has 12 doubles, 9 home runs against right-handed pitching, and he still has a 260 batting average on the season. That's very good. I like both of these guys to show their power in this game, taking over 1.5 bases for both of them on the graphic plays there. But let's get over to the best play of the day. We're going to be looking at the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the Detroit Tigers. I loved everything about the over in the first game. I love everything about the over team total in this game for the Philadelphia Phillies. We have Ranger Suarez on the mound for the Philadelphia Phillies, who have been their best arm all season long. And I'm looking at the numbers right now for the game on Monday. They have 2 runs already, and it just started in the last 3 minutes. So they've already put up some damage on the Tigers. They're coming into this game pretty hot. We're going to have Tariq Skubal on the mound for the Tigers, who's been their best arm this season. And while Tariq Skubal has been the best arm all year for the Tigers, he's been struggling over the last 2 games. And I don't think things are going to get any easier going up against the Phillies, who absolutely crushed left-handed pitching this year. I'm taking the Philadelphia Phillies here, team total over 4 as the best play of the day. We have all these power bats in the lineup for the Philadelphia Phillies. And whenever you look at Skubal's numbers on the season, he hasn't had a problem giving up home runs until the last 2 games. Against the Braves and the Astros, he gave up a total of 9 runs on 13 hits, and he gave up 3 home runs to those 2 teams after only giving up 5 total home runs in first 13 games. If he has those kind of problems again going up against the Phillies, he's in store for another long day on the mound. And the Philadelphia Phillies, as a squad this season, they're the 4th best hitting team in baseball against lefties, having a .264 batting average, 32 home runs, 121 RBIs. That's the most in baseball by a wide margin for the RBIs. And for some reason, all these players on the team, they love to hit against lefties and they love to drive in runs going up against lefties. And you would think that the Phillies, they would be struggling against lefties because 6 of their batters in that lineup are left-handers compared to 3 hitting right. But for some reason, the Phillies, they tattoo left-handed pitching. So I'm going to take the Phillies here, team total over 4. If you're looking at the game pick, I would take the Philadelphia Phillies here on the money line. They're going to have their ace on the mound in Ranger Suarez, who's given up 1 run or less in 7 of the last 10 games. I believe he's coming in also with the best ERA this season in baseball, 1.75. He has a sub-1 whip of 0.89. And the Phillies, they should be able to put up run support for him going up against the Tigers the way they hit lefties. So if you wanted a game side, I would take the Philadelphia Phillies on the money line to play. If you're looking for the best bet of the day for myself, though, it's going to be the Phillies team total over 4 as the play. For the player props on the screen, we have Bryce Harper and Riley Green. I'm not going to play either of them, but the numbers for Bryce Harper against lefties, they're actually pretty good. He's hitting .298 this season. This guy, doesn't really matter who he's on the mound for him. He's hitting .298 against lefties, .297 against righties, one of the best hitters in baseball. He's just a weapon no matter who he goes up against, and he's been extra hot at the plate over the last couple games, so he's definitely worth a look in this game for the player props. For Riley Green, I would play the under for him of 1.5 bases going up against Suarez. Riley Green, he's definitely a liability whenever he comes against left-handed pitching. He only has a batting average of 194 against them this season, and he only has 6 extra base hits against lefties. Against the right side, it's a different story. 13 doubles, 2 triples, 12 home runs. But he's going up against Ranger Suarez, who's a damn good lefty this season. I'd go under his bases for the play. But again, I'm not going to play either of these. I'm just going to stick with the one game pick, Philadelphia Phillies over 14 total there. But let's go look at the best props of the day. We're going to start with the batting prop as always. It's going to be between the Dodgers and the White Sox. We're taking Shohei Ohtani to go over 1.5 bases going up against the White Sox and Chris Flexen. This is a dream matchup for Ohtani, who's now hitting in the 1 hole for the Dodgers because Mookie Betts is out with that broken hand. He's getting a matchup going up against Chris Flexen, who has a 5.03 ERA, a 1.39 whip, and he's given up 14 hits over the last 2 games to the Astros and the Diamondbacks. And the numbers for Ohtani this season, they are more video game numbers, having recorded double-digit hits in 5 of his last 7 games and currently on an 8-game hitting streak. His batting average is .321 this season with 23 home runs, and the lefty's hitting .330 against right-handed pitching this season, 17 doubles, 17 home runs, 2 triples. He has well over half of his total hits against the right side going for extra base hits. And Chris Flexen, he also struggles going up against lefties this season. He's giving up a batting average of .270 to that side. He's given up 7 of his 11 home runs this year to the left-handed side. This is a matchup made in heaven for Ohtani. Take him over 1.5 bases, take him to hit a home run, take him to hit 2 home runs for all I care. I think he's going to hit one over the fence in this one, but I'm going to play over 1.5 bases because I think that's the best play of the day there. For the pitching prop, it is going to be Tyler Anderson for the Los Angeles Angels to go under 2.5 runs going up against the Athletics. We have 2 bad teams in this game trying to figure out a way to win, and only one of them has a good pitcher on the mound. The Angels, they have found something special here with Tyler Anderson, coming in with a 2.48 ERA and a 1.18 whip. This has been a dramatic turnaround from last season whenever he had an above 5 ERA, and he's now gone 6 of the last 7 games, giving up 1 run or less. And looking at the teams he's played, it's an impressive under 1 run in the last 7 games because he's faced off against the Rangers, Astros, Yankees, Padres, Astros again, Brewers, and Giants. None of those teams are bad hitting teams this season, and some of those teams are the top teams in baseball this year at hitting the ball. This should be a cupcake match for him on the mound going up against the Athletics, who really struggled in the last game going up against the Twins, and who is now sitting at 29th best batting average in the MLB this year, right above the Chicago White Sox. They have also slipped down severely in runs scored per game, now only scoring 3.60 runs per game. That is 28th in baseball. Tyler Anderson, he's been a huge bright spot for the Angels, and I expect him to continue wheeling and dealing going up against the easiest matchup he's had in the last 10 games. Give me his under 2.5 runs as the play for that one. Let's go over to the MLB recap graphic here. We're going to start with the Rockies and the Astros. Austin Gomber, Hunter Brown on the mound, over 8.5 total runs scored in that one. Ryan McMahon, Yordan Alvarez, over 1.5 base for both of them going up against those pitchers. Then we have the Philadelphia Phillies, team total over 4. Currently, it's sitting at over 7.5 for the total, so I'm assuming it's going to be over 4. We might get unlucky and be 4.5, or we might get lucky and it be 3.5. But for right now, just over 4 in that game for the Philadelphia Phillies. And then Tyler Anderson, under 2.5 runs, going up against the Athletics again. He's faced off against 7 really good teams over the last 7 games and kept it under 1 run in 6 of those 7. Then we have Shohei Ohtani, matchup made in heaven, over 1.5 bases, going up against Chris Flexen and the White Sox. Guys, that's going to do it for the MLB Picks and Props for Tuesday, June 25th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like in this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching.